Slight delay. But we'll have a offensive zone face-off to the right of the Mid Fairfield goaltender. Max Roach to take the draw, wins that back one to Mike Witten, gets past him and off the boards out into the neutral zone. Witten will turn and fire it back in. But again, that's whistled dead for the automatic offside. So there is no more touch-up at this level of youth hockey in the United States of America. If you are not clear of that blue line when the puck re-enters, they whistle it dead for an automatic offsides. Roach takes the neutral zone face-off. He opts to chip it forward. This time he gets in the zone, gets to the boards, and now he's looking to work it back in front. That's hits a Mid Fairfield defender as they get a lot of bodies in the lanes. And Mid Fairfield collects and puts it up to the half wall. Good pressure by Max Zanutsiuk on the side there. Roach comes off the wall with it. Good stick by Mid Fairfield, but it gets back to Dannenhauer. Dannenhauer chips it forward. Johnny G already back out on the ice with a quick recovery. Mid Fairfield hits the center seam. Max Roach with a relentless back pressure, able to pick a pocket, knock the fire off the puck in the far corner where Dannenhauer collects, and he gets to the near wall, gets his toes up, and he's trying to skate it out. Roach meets it at the blue line. He gets across the red line. He's across the blue. Get it out wide. Throws it in front, but sticked away by a Mid Fairfield defender. Make that first tape-to-tape pass, and they throw it through the neutral zone. PHC with good back pressure, good contain, had the numbers. Johnny gets it, throws it in on net, and they'll look for the line change. PHC gets fresh legs out there, coming off the bench. Mid Fairfield has their toes up in speed. They get in the zone, they get inside the dot, they throw it in on Colton. Colton kicks it away with his left leg, and that gets back out in front. Ryan Bryant collects momentarily, but had his pocket stripped. Oh, that one was legal, ladies and gentlemen, at least according to the referees. I thought we might have gotten away with one there, but again, that was legal. No trip called, and PHC goes the full length of the ice. We got Declan Spittle between Henry Vince and Ryan Bryant up front, with Ethan Nunez defending this pressure along the wall. Stays with it, good stick. Henry Vince battling. Bryant gets across, kicks it into the neutral zone. He gets across the red line, sticked away by Mid Fairfield, and Mid Fairfield will look to take a step. Stay on sides. They gain the zone. They fire it. Colton Williams sees it in with his catch glove, squeezes it, and he'll take the opportunity to slow this one down for a defensive zone face-off to his left. Coach Sauer opting for a personnel change. We got Brock Dannenhauer and Billy Maurer out on the defensive end, with Max Roach centering L-Dog and Carr. That one's one to the sideboards. Roach collects, eyes up. He's trying to throw it across through a sea of blue sweaters, and the blue sweaters gain it and come back the other way, but Roach is there, takes a good angle, retrieves the puck. Now he's looking to get his toes up. Gets across the blue line, chips it off the boards, and they get it in the soft ice. Now they got a forecheck. L-Dog's in after it. Roach playing above it.
Oh, good try.
Carr playing in that center lane. Dannenhauer with a good read, good step. Roach collects and then gains the offensive zone. He gets in trying to shoot, but he's met with a Mid Fairfield defender in that lane. Mid Fairfield now throws it into the neutral zone, where again Dannenhauer reads it. Oh, his feet went down, but again, ladies and gentlemen, that is legal. That is a legal hockey play according to the referees this morning. Roach keeps that one in at the blue line.
Good try.
And according to the referee, he did not keep that in. That got in the neutral zone. They blow it dead for an offsides. Both teams will take an opportunity to change up their on-ice personnel. And as an earlier broadcast, I give shouts out to the little brothers and sisters from the Hollydale Hurricanes 6U team. They play a game today, and much like the PHC big brothers were there, big brother and sisters were there to support them in a come from behind victory a few weeks ago. We have a lot of them in attendance cheering on these guys. As Mid Fairfield gets in and throws that one over top of the net, Williams' garden, and Spittle gains this one, rings it around the wall to Lucas Sauer. Lucas Sauer, first shift of the day, he collects that one, gets it in the neutral zone. But again, that's met with numbers. And, oh, Johnny G picks a pocket, gets across the red line and throws it in. Now Sauer's in after it with the forecheck. That's thrown back up the near wall where Winton will step and keep and throw it back down behind the net. Mid Fairfield collects in the near corner. They look to flip the ice, as they usually do, and that one saucered all the way down, but the Flash Fazio is going to collect, get it back outside the dots to the near wall. And that's back along the near wall. Spittle will collect in the corner. He's going to flip it around and find Ryan Bryant at the hash marks. Bryant throws it back into the center seam for Henry Vince. Henry Vince gets across the red line. He hits Spittle. Spittle dumps it deep, and now they're looking for a line change, so he had to pull off. Vince in on it behind the net. Mid Fairfield throws it up the near boards, where it's chipped past Nunez. It's not going to have the legs for an icing, so Dannenhauer will get it. He'll opt to use his own net, reverse. Make that first pass to Henry Vince. Henry Vince looking to flip it to Ryan Bryant, and momentarily picked off, but PHC regains control, gains the neutral line, and throws it deep behind the Mid Fairfield net. Get to the puck and try to throw it back on. And Mid Fairfield looking to move it up ice now. They get in on sides. They step into the zone. And that one, ladies and gentlemen, big save. Stay strong. Colton Williams keeping that one out of the back of the net. But the referee declares that that is not a legal play. So we let a few trips go early on both sides. This one is Ethan Nunez, number 17, getting whistled dead for 1:30, minor infraction. He'll go to the box for a tripping. And now we will be a man down. So this penalty kill, L-Dog, Roach, Fazio, and Maurer, with Colton Williams tending the crease. That one gets out into the neutral zone. Foot race. L-Dog gets to it, gets across the red line, momentarily bumped off the puck. And Mid Fairfield looks to move the other way with numbers. Good stick by Fazio at the blue line. Recovers, gets it, has some white ice. He's going to try to get to that red line, gets the red line, and smartly dumps it in. Now we got L-Dog playing the initial pressure, and Max Roach playing above it with Maurer and Fazio on the back end. Mid Fairfield opts to skate this one out of their zone. They're met with numbers in the neutral zone, and it's chipped forward. But now Mid Fairfield's defender takes it. He steps into the zone. He fires that wide of Williams, and that'll carry him around to the far boards where Fazio meets the resistance. He's tripped. Putinierro's tripped. But again, that's legal, according to the referees this morning. They work it back down. Good box, good discipline. And now Max Roach chips that one out into the neutral zone. Defenders looking for a change. Caught in that change. But able to recover and keep that one away from Colton Williams. Fazio with good pressure along the boards. L-Dog now gaining that. He pushes it out into the neutral zone. Mid Fairfield collects and looks to move back in. Stay on sides, as PHC is trying to change their personnel. Williams fights that one off, playing strong with those legs early today. That one gets out in the neutral zone. That'll get into the offensive zone and now allow for a completion of the change. PHC has a man up. I don't think the referees caught it. You got to get one off, and they do. They get one off as PHC got away with one there. They had 6 white sweaters on the ice. And now they get it worked out. Now they got 5 sweaters out there. No penalty. That one's shipped in the neutral zone. Winton gets it. He pushes it deep. Now Johnny G's after the forecheck. That one's going to be thrown down. He tries to play it, so there's no icing. That'll get across the goal line, but it was played by Winton. No icing. Mid Fairfield gets there and looks to set up behind Williams. Winton, good contain, good pressure behind the net, not chasing, allowing Mid Fairfield to play on the soft ice. They work it to the middle. Good stick by Declan Spittle. Carr's going to get that one. He's going to throw it to the point, and the point keeps it in. Carr collects it off the wall, looking to move it ahead to Johnny G. But again, met these Mid Fairfield defenders playing aggressive blue line and step into lanes. Almost like it's muscle memory. Winton gets that one off a referee and then out into the neutral zone. That one's thrown down from the wrong side of the red line, and that one is whistled dead for an icing. So we'll come 200 feet for a offensive zone draw to the right of the Mid Fairfield goaltender. We have Max Roach center and Ryan Bryant and Henry Vince with Billy Maurer and Josh Fazio. Roach wins that to the sidewall where Bryant will engage in the puck battle. Battling. Roach comes off the wall with it, looking to get to the front, but he's met with not one but two blue sweaters. Still gaining control, doing his best to win it out in front. Now that's chipped to the half wall. Mid Fairfield looking to hit the neutral zone with numbers. Good contained by Maurer. Good step. Rides that one off, but the Mid Fairfield will ring that around the boards where Bryant will get it. He'll hit Roach in the center seam. Now Roach gets wide. He has a step. He's beaten one. He gets past two. He tries to cut back in. Maintains control. That one gets in on net. And then he's dumped. Little extracurricular activity. He got to the goalie, and goaltender didn't like it. His defender certainly did not like it. But because of the lateness of that extracurricular activity, not deemed legal, referees trying to keep it under control early, whistle that one dead for a roughing. So PHC will go on their first man-up opportunity. We're on a power play here, sponsored by Dunlop's Bar and Grill. If you're watching at home, I beg you guys to come out and watch in live. Great viewing experience here at Hollydale Ice Arena and Dunlop's Bar and Grill. One of the best around in the game. This is a Dunlop power play. Although now they're calling, now there is no, I now got to recant. They'll take the penalties off the boards. The referees are over there discussing with Coach Ryan Vince what the call is, but they're going to call it both ways, so there's no punitive damage. So, again, subpar performance thus far this morning, but nothing learned here, nothing done. There's no punitive damage. Both teams will be manned short, and they will play 5-on-5. They should take the penalties off the board. But the face-off does still remain in the offense. It should remain in the zone. As the puck, coincidental, it should be in the zone. The last play was in the zone. Last puck play was in the zone, but they put that as a neutral zone face-off. PHC wins it, gains the line. Carr trying to throw that one to the net, does not get through traffic. Spittle there. Puniero trying to play it. Oh, it's kept in by Dannenhauer. Dannenhauer's going to opt to throw it down the ball. And now PHC looking to get after it. Mid Fairfield throws it back out. Nunez will collect. He's going to use some extra real estate and go behind his net. He's going to reverse. Looking for that pass. He gets it to Carr. Carr hits Spittle. Spittle's got far side. He's got his eyes up. He hits Puniero. They got a step now. Puniero outside the dots. He's going to get in behind the net. Chips it over to Spittle. Spittle will get in on it in the corner. Carr playing above it. That's chipped to the point by Puniero. Nooner throws it deep. Now we got to get in there. We need two. Spittle in after it. Dannenhauer keeps. Spittle wins on the sidewall but loses an edge. Mid Fairfield will collect in the near corner. They look to come right back up the wall where it's kept momentarily. Now Carr will back check. He'll try to win that puck battle. Gets to the puck first. Spittle in support. He gets it. He gets his eyes up. He got some white ice. He's going to chip it into the neutral zone. Mid Fairfield will collect and throw it back down the wall. Comes into Dannenhauer. Dannenhauer collects. He gets 80 feet, 5 feet wide. He gets wide. He gets over the blue, gets over the red. Tries to cut back in at the blue. Should have gotten that one deep. And now Mid Fairfield's moving the other way with it. That one's fired in on Williams. Williams makes the save, sticks it away. Spittle to Carr, trying to one-touch it back to Dannenhauer. That's red, and now it gets out into the zone, and now we have Logan. Oh, good step. Thought the defender was flat foot, but he watched the body, stepped through it, and good back check by Puniero. Now he's trying to pick a pocket on the wall. That one's whistled dead for offsides. At the end of the shift there, had a step. Thought he had it, thought he had the defender in a flat-footed position, but that defender watching the chest the whole way steps into it and breaks up that rush. But that was a hell of a shift by that group of players. And now we got fresh legs out there with Max Roach between Max Nuziuk and Johnny G. That one's one to Johnny G on the half wall. He'll get across the red line where he's met with a body, but Roach gets it into the zone. Mid Fairfield, disciplined, collect the puck and move it back into the neutral zone. Eyes up, they're met. Numbers, good contain, good stick by Michael Winton. Mid Fairfield playing behind, they chip it out to the point where they play it back down to the half wall, trying to move it into that center scoring zone. But good contain, good discipline, good clog up by the white jerseys. It gets to the far point, it's thrown down. They're going to move it down to that half wall and then back into the center. And that one, they work it from the other mirror image off the other wall. So it goes point to half wall into the center of the primary scoring area. Caught chasing a little bit, and they're able to bury that one. Bar downski, as the boys say, on Williams.
That's where they're going. They're not going low there.
Declan Spittle takes a neutral zone faceoff, wins it out to the sideboards, where Fazio gets in after it. He's knocked off his feet. And Mid Fairfield collects, gains the line, fires out one. Williams kicks inside. Spittle collects, puts the Bryant on the half wall. He throws it into the center. Mid Fairfield able to collect and keep. Get to the top of the circle, moving to the inside of the dot. Good save, good recovery by Colton Williams. Fazio collects, tries to chip that one off the glass. It bounces around. It's kept in by Mid Fairfield. Again, from the point to the half wall, and then they're looking to move it back into that center primary scoring area. But that lane is jumped and now chipped out of the zone. Henry Vince hooked. But that was legal. 2-on-2 battle. Puck gets in on sides. Winton collects. Gets it to Vince. Vince tries to hit Spittle in the middle. Mid Fairfield collects that one. Oh, that was close. They say he got back on sides. So now this puck's down to the left of Williams, where Spittle will work it out of the corner. He gets his eyes up. He's going to get wide. He's going to push it ahead to Vince. Get that red line and puts it deep. Now they're going to look for a change. So Roach comes off the bench with a head of steam. He's in on the initial check. He gets it. He gets off the wall with it. Cutting across the top of the slot. He fires. Sticked away. Rebound. Pucciero. Oh, good. Not one, but two, but three stops there. Dannenhauer keeps Roach on the pressure.
Good job.
Played across. Dannenhauer collects. He's got some white ice. He's going to take it for a skate. He gets across the blue line. He's got one to beat. He gets outside. He fires. Oh, butterfly save made by the goaltender. But good pressure in this shift with a couple scoring opportunities. Under a minute left here in the first period. PHC battle and back hard. You got Max Roach to take this offensive zone draw to the left of the Mid Fairfield goalkeep with Carr coming off the walls and Pucciero in front of the net. That one gets into the Mid Fairfield corner where they're going to get around the net, throw it out in the neutral zone, looking for one last rush if they hurry. Maurer sticks that back into the neutral zone. It's thrown in the neutral zone. Again, PHC kind of playing reserved here. 4 ticks left, no shot. That fired in, it's blockered away very alertly. Dangerous opportunity at the end there. Colton stands on his head to keep this 1-0 after one. Stay with us. We'll be back for second period action. All righty, we're back for second period action. PHC still collected at the bench, getting some board work by Coach Ryan Vince. Good first 15 minutes of action. Good hard fought battles. We'll look for the good hockey to continue here in the second frame. PHC breaking from their bench. One of my favorite cheers in hockey, if not my favorite cheer. 1, 2, 3, who are we? PHC. So now we got Declan Spittle between Max Nutsiuk and Johnny G. Josh Fazio and Ethan Nunez calls upon to hold down the back end, and Colton Williams takes the crease at the far end. Puck is dropped, and we're underway here in a second. Referee didn't like what he saw off that draw, as PHC gained control and was looking to move it, but it's whistled dead, probably for some premature movement. So we'll go again. Spittle wins this back to Fazio again. Fazio looks, throws it down the center seam, and now we got to get in after it. Johnny G's going to get there, but they're going to call that an icing, as it was thrown from the far side of the red line. They did get that one set. So 10 seconds into the second period, we're at our third stoppage, third face-off attempt. This one will be in the defensive zone for PHC to the right of Colton Williams. Spittle makes sure he's got his personnel aligned. Mid Fairfield wins that to the front of the net. It's sticked away by Williams. And then that gets up the sideboards. Tried to fly the zone there a little bit. We need the puck first. So that's kept in. Mid Fairfield defenders play an aggressive point, meaning they do not back off. They respect the game, they respect the speed, but they are going to keep pressure on and try to keep the puck in the zone at all costs, like they do there. Now we have Fazio in and on it and Spittle in on it in the corner. Mid Fairfield gets out of the zone with it, but Spittle with a good stick keeps that one away from Williams, and it's thrown in front where Johnny G collects. And now he gets out, he gets to that red line and puts it deep, looking for a change. Mid Fairfield looking to move through the neutral zone. Good headman pass. Turn and throw it across. Vince collects. Vince got the numbers. He's looking to hit Bryant. Spittle following up behind the play. He gets it, chips it into the zone, and he's looking to go to work. That one's legal, at least according to these referees. As the Mid Fairfield defender is still holding his face, he thought there was a high stick there. Mike Witten collects, throws it up the wall, where Vince has a soft touch on it, gets in the offensive zone, and then quickly played back out by Mid Fairfield. 2-on-2. Witten keeps them out wide, good contain. It's tried to be played back through the middle, but PHC playing good discipline, good contain. Now pressure being applied by Max Roach. It's played back in by Mid Fairfield. To the dots, chipped in on Williams. It's loose, off the post. Stays out of the back of the net. Williams makes two saves. Third opportunity hits iron, and then it's chipped away again. They keep it in only momentarily as Dannenhauer's now pushing it. They get to the line. He's got one to beat. He makes a move, gets wide, fires it in. Save made by Mid Fairfield. Dannenhauer collects, throws it to the front of the net. It's chipped away, gets out to Bryant. The top of the circle, he fires in, but that meets a shin pad. Dannenhauer collects. He gets across the PSA, also the backhand, but that hits a chest and does not get through. Mid Fairfield collects, throws up the far wall, where Michael Witten will take a shoulder check, reverse it up, throw it back to the wall. It's kept in at the blue line momentarily, but Vince on the second effort gets that into the neutral zone. It's played back in the PH zone. Witten will throw that puck back out in the neutral zone. And PHC looking to try to complete their change. That one's chipped in the neutral zone. Good effort by Josh Fazio. And PHC able to complete their change, and Fazio steps in the lane, picks that one off. But good recovery by the Blue Sweaters, and they play it back forward. Roach is going to collect this one. He's going to reverse back up the near wall. Tries to move it to Pucciarera. It's sticked away. As it seems these Blue Sweaters moving their feet in lanes at all points. They body up on Fazio, move this one in the neutral zone, toe drag, in on Williams. Through the 5-hole, that finds the back of the net. 2-0. Mid Fairfield.
Hey, battle, let's go. Come on.
Pucciero collects that one. He gets inside the zone. He's got Spittle with him. He fires. Oh, high over the goaltender. Thought he had that upper corner. Spittle collects behind the net. Playing it in front, gets the car. Car to Pucciero. Pucciero fires it back in. Goaltender stays with it. Textbook butterfly save. And that one's thrown for an ice. They wave it off, but his partner says, no, I don't know what you're looking at. That was absolutely an icing. And waves off his partner and blows that one dead. So we will come 200 feet for a face off to the right of the Mid Fairfield goaltender. That's one back to the point. It's chipped in behind the Mid Fairfield goaltender. Where Mid Fairfield will collect. They'll hit the center seam. Good step by Dannenhauer. Dannenhauer throws that back in. Mid Fairfield will collect. Look to come around the net. He's met with Declan Spittle. Then met by Carr. Carr plays it behind the net. Collected by the opposite Mid Fairfield defender. Pucciero playing above it. Trying to get off the half wall. He gets off the half wall. Gets inside the dots. Plays it in front. Oh, good save by the goaltender. He's reading left to right. Keeps that one out of the back of the net, and Mid Fairfield looks to move the other way. Dannenhauer picks it off at the blue line. So Mid Fairfield will collect. Carr plays that to Pucciero. Pucciero gets into the zone. Met with the defender's stick. Gets to the half wall, plays it deep, where Spittle will go in after it on the forecheck. Spittle gets to it. It's thrown up. Nunez will keep a look to fire that one in. Looking for a streaking Pucciero. That gets in behind the Mid Fairfield defender's net. Spittle collects, gets it out in front. Bounces off a skate and a stick. Not able to get good wit on it. Good thought, good try. Nunez will play that one in, but Spittle at the end of a monster shift there, unable to get back on sides, but it's okay. We'll use this as an opportunity for a stoppage of play, whistle, and get some fresh legs out there. We'll have a center ice face-off with Max Roach centering Max Anutsiuk and Johnny Gerbevek, with Mike Winton and Joshua Fazio on the blue line. Gerbevek has this one. He gets across the red line. He plays it deep. Roach is in after it. He gains it behind the net. Reverses up, trying to play it in front. But outnumbered by blue sweaters, and they look to move the other way. Good read by Mike Winton. Roach collects, gains the line. He's inside the dots. He fires. Hall off the far pad. Best pass in hockey. But a second too slow. Not able to get a white sweater there for the rebound putback. And the blue sweaters bring it the other way. They look to set up shop. They work it up the half wall, and then they're working it back into the center. That one stick aside by Williams. Where Fazio collects, and that's thrown out into the neutral zone. Mid Fairfield will flip the ice and look to come back in on the other side. Met with pressure from Roach. And now Winton will collect behind his own net, trying to chip it to Anutsiuk. But met with a blue sweater. Roach in support. Comes out of the corner with it. He's got a seam. He's pushing. He gets across the red line, gets across the blue line. Looking to play it to that far corner, but read by the blue sweaters, and they're going to move it the other way. They got numbers. They get in, they toe drag, they fire that one in on Williams. Good save. Finds it. Oh, that one might have hit iron. Heard a little ping. I don't know if it was a stick or the puck. But Johnny G collects and moves it the other way. He's taken out by the referee. I don't think that was a blue sweater. I think it was the ref's knee, as he was trying to avoid him. Anyhow, the blue sweaters get back in. They get across the blue line. They make a step. They make a move. That's a backhander. Gets in up over the glove of Williams, where Mid Fairfield has stepped it up in the first half of the second period, scoring two quick ones. Extending the lead to 3-0. PHC will settle in, take a deep breath, and get back to work. We got Declan Spittle centering Ryan Bryant and Henry Vince with Billy Maurer and Dannenhauer on the blue lines. Mid Fairfield opts to change their goalies halfway through here. So we'll see if PHC can take an opportunity of a goalie coming in off the bench. I agree with this call. I in my coaching days, probably would have taken a timeout, seeing that they put a new goalie in and trying to just settle them down, ease the throwing of the puck, and just say, hey, we're in this game, we're battling, let's get back to basics and fundamentals. So PHC has all their players out on the ice, where Coach Sowers collecting them and giving them his thoughts. All right, we break from this timeout. We'll collect at center ice. As I said, going into that timeout, Mid Fairfield opted to change their goaltenders halfway through. Puck is dropped. Mid Fairfield wins this one. Go D to D with it and look to get after it. It's played in the neutral zone where they play it back to the near side. They step in. It's hot. That one finds iron. Stays out of the back of the net. Maurer will collect. He's looking to move it. He's got his eyes up. Finds Carr. Carr gets across the red line and gets inside the blue line. He's looking to fire. He throws it in off a defender into the corner where Spittle will get in after it. Mid Fairfield with numbers, though. Collect. And look, Spittle plays it off the sidewall to the front. Collect it by a blue defender and thrown out in the neutral zone. Dannenhauer has it, makes some moves at the blue line. We stay on sides. He gets in. He fires. That one's blockered and then frozen like a beached whale, not allowing anything to see daylight. He gets that glove over it, hangs on, and uses the opportunity to slow it down, allowing for a line change. And we'll see an offensive zone faceoff to the left of the Mid Fairfield goaltender. We got Max Roach taking this draw with Henry Vince coming off the half wall with a left-handed forehand shot. We got Ryan Bryan in front. This one's run to the front. Blue sweaters collect and move it forward to get into a zone. And they chip it in behind Williams. That one's wrapped around. Williams slides across and keeps that one out of the back of the net. Now Roach hustling, has a seam, gets outside. He's looking to get back inside the dot. Looking in front. Oh, almost an own goal, but kicked away out to the half wall. Ryan Bryant gets after it. Blue sweaters come off the wall with it, looking to flip that ice. And then Billy Maurer challenges, plays that one in to the PHC bench. So we'll have a neutral zone draw right outside of the PHC bench. And we'll look to get back after it. 6:29 left in the second period. We got Declan Spittle between Anutsiuk and Gerbevek. Fazio and Nooner on the blue line. Spittle wins this one over to Gerbevek, but didn't jump that lane. Spittle collects it, gets to the red line, plays it off the half wall, and they're looking to get in after it. We need to get numbers. We need to get two after it. Johnny gets after it. That one's bouncing around up in the carriage of the blue defender. It's played back in. Anunciuk looking to get off the half wall, met with a stick. Spittle collects it, throws it in front. Anunciuk and Johnny G digging for it. But the sticks of the blue defenders keep that one out of the back of the net. Fazio collects, throws it in. And now Anunciuk will get in after the forecheck. Met with a blue sweater. He's going to throw that one 200 feet, but it does not have the legs. Oh, just barely. Just barely. Gets across that goal line for an icing. So we'll come 200 feet for an offensive zone face-off to the left of the Mid Fairfield goaltender. That gets the car. Car looks to turn, but met with a blue sweater. They seem to have bodies in lanes everywhere we look. Roach with relentless back pressure. Strips a puck in the neutral zone. Pucciarero gets out of the scrum with it. He gets in. He makes a move. He's got one the beat. He gets around the second one. He's looking for Roach. Throws it in front. Save made by the goaltender. And kept out of the back of the net. Went and plays that back down the wall where Roach collects, chips it in the offensive zone. Pucciarero after it. Carr with a keep. In the feet. Carr comes away with it. Pokes it ahead. Roach collected in the corner. Help him! Oh, Roach looking for his teammate in the slot. But again, blue defenders' feet, sticks in lanes. That one gets behind Williams. He doesn't cover. Gets behind them. They wrap it around and tuck it in far side. We got Declan Spittle out there for the ensuing face-off between Anunciuk and Gerbevec. Chips that one forward. The blue sweaters will collect and try to get off the half wall. Hit that blue line with three. Dumping in deep. Fazio will collect. Gets his head up. Looks to make that pass to Gerbevec. Gerbevec gets it in the neutral zone. Spittle applying the forecheck. But Mid Fairfield plays it back across. Almost mechanically. Going to that far side to flip the ice on every play. That gets dumped in from the wrong side of the red line by Mid Fairfield, and that'll come 200 feet for another offensive zone face-off to the right of the Mid Fairfield goaltender. We got Declan Spittle with Johnny G coming off the half wall with a forehand shot with Max Anunciuk in front, Josh Fazio and Billy Maurer at the point. Spittle wins this one to Anunciuk. Anunciuk puts it back to Fazio. Fazio collects, puts it down the half wall into the corner. Anunciuk loses an edge in the corner. Spittle quickly there for support. But again, when we get to Mid Fairfield comes with three. Anunciuk is hauled down. And Mid Fairfield will be whistled for a trip. Good opportunity for a putback there. So PHC will go on the Dunlop's power play here. There'll be a man up with an offensive zone draw to the left of the Mid Fairfield goaltender. We got Max Roach taking the draw. Henry Vince coming off the sidewall with a forehanded shot. Ryan Bryant in front. Josh Fazio and Billy Maurer on the point. Although being the home team, they get the last change, so they change up the personnel here. You got Roach, Spittle, and Pucciarero up front with Fazio and Dannenhauer now. Mid Fairfield wins the faceoff. They'll use their own net. Spittle cuts it off on the sidewall. Roach and Pucciarero in on it. Roach comes out of the scrum with it. He plays it to Spittle. Spittle gets into the side of the dot and slides that one in for a strike and a goal. Power play goal. That one's going to go 15 to 22, I believe. And that one finds the back of the net. Might have changed direction. But again, quick release, along the ice, finds the back of the net. So power play goal brings it to 4-1. And PHC's first strike of the day. Declan Spittle now taking the draw. Carr steps out. He chips that ahead to L-Dog. L-Dog collects at the line. Plays it back to Spittle. Spittle gets in. Oh, trying to play it through the feet of the defender. Good thought. Defender stayed disciplined. And now we move the other way with it. That one is fired in on Colton from the top of the circles. He squeezes that one with his catch mitt and hangs on to it. For a defensive zone face off to his right, we have Declan Spittle taking this defensive draw, trying to put it in the corner. Josh Fazio manning up on the half wall. And we got Carr and L-Dog and Maurer in front of the net. Spittle wins that one to the corner, collected by Fazio, played back up the wall, and kept in by Mid Fairfield. Mid Fairfield will look to set it up behind the net. Fazio with a good stick, Spittle with a good stick, but Mid Fairfield keeps control and comes outside. That's where L-Dog's going to collect. He's hooked. And Mid Fairfield went for a little bit of a ride, but again, that's legal according to the referees. Either way, he stays with it. It's played in, and then it's played back around. Carr's going to keep it the blue line, but Mid Fairfield reads it and chips it back into the neutral zone. And now they're looking to hit the line with numbers. Nunez steps up, good read, good contain. Spittle will collect behind his own net. He's going to ring it around the wall. Carr's going to retrieve on his backhand. He looks to flip the ice to Pucciarero. He does. Pucciarero gets it. He gets across the blue line. Met with blue sweaters. He comes away with the puck, still has it, reverses up. Oh, he's looking to hit Dannenhauer. Sticked away momentarily, stays with it and puts it back behind the Mid Fairfield goaltender, where Spittle's going to hit and pin and wait for his support. Johnny G arrives on the scene with fresh legs. That puck up in the air over the net, where L-Dog's going to collect to play it to the point. Nooner's going to put it back down the half wall to him. But that one's too hot off the glass. Mid Fairfield collects, and they hit the center seam. They had a guy leaking behind the defenders. They get in. Good challenge by Colton. Williams gets out to that aggressive depth, well outside the crease, and meets the breakaway opportunity with a left leg pad. And now we're looking to move the other way. Putinero with a step. Putinero makes another move, chips it across to Gerbervec. Gerbervec gets it. He's outside the dots. He fires it in. That's a toe save. Collected and frozen and held on to by the Mid Fairfield goaltender like a beached wow. Yeah, that's why I can. Just get it directionally, right? Roach wins that one to the front, but it caught the backhand of his on an edge, and that one was too high for Gerbervec to handle, and Mid Fairfield moves the other way. It's thrown in on Williams. Williams alertly gets into his butterfly, makes that first save with the stick, and then covers it up like a beached wow at the other end. Face off to his right with 1:06 left in the second period. That one's dropped. The referee bounces. Mid Fairfield collects and plays it in the corner, but now Roach gets it. He makes a move coming around his own net, gets into the center with it, chips it forward to Anutsiuk. Anutsiuk plays it ahead. Defender aggressively steps in that lane again, takes it, brings it deep, and then Michael Witten playing with his hand, alertly not trying to get that with his stick. But again, that's whistled dead. Oh, they are going to go with a penalty for a delay of game. So I thought it was going to be a whistle dead, and it should be, for a, in a bias situation for a hand pass. But the fact that he held on to it double clutched, closed his palm over the puck, the referees are going textbook here. They've let a lot of things go, but he did catch it, and it was although I don't think he was purposely trying to do it, it got stuck in his glove there. But Coach Ryan Vince, with his expert opinion, able to talk him out of this one and just call the delay game. So penalties negate it. We'll line up and stay 5-on-5. Roach ties up. Mid Fairfield gets it, works up the half wall, back to the point where they collect, fire it back in. That hits a skate in front of Williams, and then played wide. Roach comes out of the corner with it. He's looking to find a seam, any seam. Chips it ahead to Anusiuk. Anusiuk heads up, moves it across center ice to Gerbevek. Gerbevek's met with resistance. And now the Blue Sweaters have numbers if they hustle. It's a 3-on-1. They get in. Instead of moving the puck, very unlike Mid Fairfield, the shooter opts to fire that one in. And Williams, staying square, has his aggressive depth, had his angles, trusted his eyes, and swallowed that one up in his breadbasket. 12.7 seconds left, so we have an offensive zone draw late in the second period. To the left of Williams. Roach will tie up. Dannenhauer will get in there, collect the puck. Will take it behind his own net, and he's trying to eat it. Let the time expire here. Go to the bench and recollect. So ended 4-1 Mid Fairfield as Mid Fairfield had 3 second period goals. We matched with 1 power play opportunity. 15 minutes left in this battle. We'll be back for the third period shortly. All righty, we're back for third period action. Declan Spittle between Henry Vince and Ryan Bryant to start this one. Maurer and Darrenhauer on the blue line. This one's chipped forward by Mid Fairfield, played in. Maurer will contain, win the puck and throw it up the wall where Vince will collect. Gets his eyes up, plays to Spittle. Spittle finds a seam down the center. He gets in across the line, sticked away, collect it and fired back in where Vince gets it. Oh, unable to get good wood on it. We thought that one was going to be an early strike by PHC. They come up high. Extracurricular activity by goaltender and Blue Sweater. But that was high. We'll see if they call anything. And they don't. So they lost their opportunity early in the game. But they didn't put any punitive damage. And again, will not call one here. Oh, again, man, I'm not on today. Coming up high after the whistle. They do call this one. They do make the right call. And now Mid Fairfield will go to a man down penalty kill, where we'll have Declan Spittle between Logan Pucciero and Max Roach, seeing if we can connect on that last power play magic. Spittle ties up. So PHC's on a man-up opportunity, brought to you by Dunlop's Bar and Grill. Pucciero gets off the half wall with it. He's inside the dots. He's trying to play it to Spittle, gets it to him, and that finds the back of the net. Heads up play by L-Dog. And hey, bounced around for a second, but Declan Spittle collects Slides it in along the ice again. Second power play goal brought to you by Dunlop's Bar and Grill. So it's 4-2 early here in this third period. Roach wins out to the half wall. Pucciarero after it. That's going to be played in by the Blue Sweaters down behind Williams. Or Winton will collect the puck, put it up the other wall. Carr gets off the wall with it, chips it forward to Roach. Roach finds a seam. They got 2-on-1. If they hustle, Roach gets in, makes a move, fires it. Rebound opportunity there. Blue Sweaters collect. Carr playing high. Chips that one across. Fazio steps in and keeps it. Now L-Dog in on the pressure. Carr second man in. That's played up to the wall. Mid Fairfield will collect. Oh, and then Roach keeps it for a second. And that was offsides. Played back in, not whistled dead. Mid Fairfield looking to come the other way. Good step. Colton Williams sees it. And as oftentimes talked about, goaltenders have several strategies. He's opting for this one where I'm going to squeeze it. I don't like what I see. Want some fresh legs out in front of me. So slow the game down. Collect ourselves, collect our thoughts, re-strategize, and go back for it. I lost my partner in crime here, Eddie Williams. Someone should probably put a health and welfare check on him. So my good pal Sal is over working the cameras, doing an excellent job, but he wanted me to apologize if it's not up to our viewers' demands. But he's manning the camera for me here in the third period and from about the halfway point of the second period. And we appreciate the help. Mid Fairfield collects. They try to play it down. That's met along the wall with Gerbevec putting the pressure on, and now Nunez trying to contain, not letting it back in front. Bounces around, gets behind Williams. Bouncing around, unable to clear. A lot of palms going up to the ceiling. We just got to recollect ourselves and get back after it. Blue Sweaters come out of the face-off circle with it. They get in, but push back outside by Fazio. Good contain. That gets around the Maurer. Maurer plays it up to Roach. A little too hot to handle, but Roach comes away with it, gets it in the neutral zone. Pucciarero chips it forward. Roach collects. He gets inside the zone. He drags one. Gets in on it. In on net. Not as hard as we would have liked, but pucks the net. And Mid Fairfield goaltender stops that with the paddle, freezes it, and again using the strategy to slow it down, allow for a fresh set of legs to come on the ice for his team. We'll get after it. Mid Fairfield wins this face-off. They'll use their own net. They move it above it. It's chipped out into the neutral zone where Fazio is going to collect and plays it down the wall where Carr collects. He chips it into the offensive zone where Roach will apply the pressure. They're looking across, Putinero playing above it, but they work it back to that center lane. They have numbers if they hustle. They get across in the PHC's zone. Good contain, good back check by Roach. Carr collects. He hits Pucciarero cross ice. Pucciarero gets across the red line, in on the blue line. Sticked away by Mid Fairfield, and now they're moving the other way with it. Roach, good back pressure, good stick by Winton. Mid Fairfield collects. They play it back up that half wall, trying to get it to the point. It's read by Pucciarero. Pucciarero, go with them! Sticked away by Mid Fairfield, and they're coming the other way with it. Dannenhauer steps up. Mid Fairfield drags. Dannenhauer, good recovery with the stick. Still has it. He's hauled down. Nothing called. That's legal, according to the referees. It's played back across. Williams stays strong. Winton tried to play that one back into him for a cover, but forced Williams to make another. L-Dog now trying to go 185 feet with it as his line mates look for a change. He plays that one in behind the goaltender, and now Spittle with a fresh set of legs trying to get to it. Followed up by Ryan Bryant. And as L-Dog was making the shift change, they used that opportunity to get it up the sidewall and into the neutral zone. Met with resistance. Spittle chips it forward, but it's played back towards the PHC zone where Dannenhauer collected his own blue line. He's looking to get through traffic. He gets across the red. He gets inside the blue, makes a move, stays with it. Oh, the third stick. Disciplined defense. They stay home. Sticks out in front like spokes on a tire, and they turn it the other way. That's blocker save made by Williams. Dannenhauer will collect. Chips it forward, where Spittle will collect with a reaching effort, and that'll get across the blue line into the neutral zone. Mid Fairfield plays it forward. They gain the line. Smartly plays it deep as he allows for his teammates to opt for that line change in a low pressure situation. Fazio is trying to skate this one out. He does with the second effort, gets in the neutral zone where Anutsiuk finds it. Pucks bounce around, and Anutsiuk has it. He gets across the red line. He looks to get a step. He gets inside the blue line. He fires that one in towards the goaltender. Goaltender makes a paddle save, covers that one up with the catch glove. And we'll take a offensive zone draw here with 9:38 left in this one. We got Declan Spittle centering Johnny G and Max I. Nooner and Fazio at the point. We'll see if Spittle can work his magic. Trying to get that one out to Fazio, but the blue sweaters jump in the lane and reading the collect and move the other way. They play it back across into the scoring zone. It's collected, played to the point, back down the half wall, where Fazio will get after it in the near corner. He'll bring it to the opposite corner and ring it up, where Gerbevek's going to get it off the wall. Spittle stays with it. He's got a step. He pushes that one out in front. Closing speed by the blue sweater defense, able to collect that one and bring it back into the neutral zone. Nunez chips that one into the neutral zone. Gerbevek on it. Now Spittle will come back and support. He's at the end of a shift, looking for a shift change. He's going to play that one across to Fazio, who chips it up to, lets Anutsiuk play it. Rose coming off the bench. That one clips Spittle's heel, but he was on the bench, so should have been whistled dead maybe for out of play. Certainly not too many men, but either way, play continues. And now Dannenhauer has it. He gets across the red. He gets outside. He's trying to work it back inside. He's got Roach with him. Fires it on net, looking for that Brock special. Goaltender gloves that one, hangs on to it. We got Max Roach, L-Dog, and Carr with Maurer and Dannenhauer. Offensive zone draw to the left of the Mid Fairfield goalkeeper. That one's to the wall. Carl pushing into the corner, and now it's thrown around where L-Dog will meet it along the half wall. He's looking to play it back in front. That's sticked away by the blue sweaters. Kept in on the backhand, but not strong enough by Maurer, and the blue sweaters are going to move the other way. Max Roach with good back pressure, able to meet it and get it out into the neutral zone. It's offsides, but not whistled dead, so I don't know what's going on. Either way, blue sweaters collect, and they now play it back into the PHC zone. Maurer in after it to collect it in the corner. He's met with some resistance, but Roach there in support. Collects the puck, and now he's going to look to go. He's going to go. He looks, he finds Carr in the seam. Carr has a step. He gets across the red line. Plays it deep. Not deep enough, and now the blue sweaters will collect, and now Puccinero will meet it on the far side with Roach playing above it. PHC unable to keep because they were in a defensive line change. Dannenhauer collects. Moves it forward, gains the zone, gets inside the dots, fires, and he finds the Brock special. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's what he was looking for on the first one. Goaltender said not today, and then Brock special says, yeah, yes today. We're going to find that upper corner where you can't stop it. Finds the twine. Brock special. That one's chipped forward. Anutsiuk with a good stick lift. Mid Fairfield trying to come off the half wall. Winton at home. chips that one, pucks out to the sideboards. Mid Fairfield will collect, play it back in front. Spittle trying to do everything to keep this one away from Colton Williams. Puck's bouncing around. He's trying to find it. Williams sees it. Couple extra efforts at it. And again, he jumps on that one like a beached whale. Not letting that puck see any light, incandescent or sunlight. Covering it up. Spittle wins the defensive zone faceoff, puts it to the corner where Fazio chips it off the half wall. Aggressive play by these blue sweaters, though. They meet everything on the half wall and at the point. They play an aggressive style. Fazio following the play up, looks far side, hits a Nutsiuk, but that's played forward off his skates into the blue team's hands and played back down in the PHC zone. Now Gerbervec gets it. He's looking. He tries to throw it through the center seam. That doesn't find a partner, and that'll go 200 feet for an icing. Will come back down for a face-off to the right of Colton Williams. Mid Fairfield collects on the half wall, play it to the point. That one's fired in wide of Williams. Dannenhauer will collect behind his own net. He's going to try to find some white ice. He gets out wide, cuts back to the center, across the red line, gets into the stay on side. I thought it was on sides. They were straddled 3 ways. There were 6 legs. 3 of them in the zone, 3 of them in the neutral zone. The referee says no. Too many guys standing at the blue line. One of you has jumped. So it's blown dead for offsides. I thought it was good for my angle. Offense, neutral zone face-off. Roach contains. Putiniero jumps the lane, pushes it forward. That's played back out in the neutral zone by Mid Fairfield. Mid Fairfield throws it forward. Nunez plays on the backhand, not hard enough, and Mid Fairfield picks it off and looks to go to work. That one's played across into the scoring zone. Bouncing around. Big kick save by Colton Williams. Nunez collects, plays to Pucciero. Pucciero collects that one on the backhand, gets it out in the neutral zone, but it's played back forward. Mid Fairfield keeps and throws it in behind the PHC net. They got to it first. Nunez steps into it, separates the man from the puck, throws it up the wall, but the chip attempt is not strong enough to get past the Mid Fairfield pinching defenseman, and it's played back in. Dannenhauer tries to skate this one out, but it's kept in by the aggressive play that gets out into the neutral zone on Carr's second or third attempt. Played back in, and it's whistled dead for an offsides. Both coaches using this stoppage to change their forward lines. And we'll go back at it. Spittle wins that one back to Fazio. Fazio collects, puts it in the neutral zone, and that's played back in again for an automatic offsides. All the way. We're going to ask for it. Probably too close to call for an automatic offsides. An automatic offsides would be, hey, where you see you have time to play it, but you play it back in with your teammates still offsides. That'll go all the way down for defensive zone face-off. That one was not an automatic. We asked for it. Referees shook their head and said no. But we're back after it. Spittle wins this one on the half wall. Trying to work it back to the center. Met with some blue jerseys. They try to find a seam. They get it off the wall. Good back pressure by Declan Spittle. Having the day of his life. He gets through it. Johnny Gerbervec following up, gets through it. Stays with it. He has a step. He's got a Nutsiuk with him. Johnny gets inside the dots. He looks to pull back. Stick to side. Yet again by the blue defenders. Gerbervec gets under the hands, went on for a hang, and a little bit of a ride. It's that second hook where they'll be whistled dead, 130 for a hooking. So we'll have to kill this one. We got Max Roach, Logan Pucciero, By the way, I'll apologize because my Delco accent does not roll the R's properly. So I'll stick with L Dog. Good contained. Mid Fairfield gets outside the dots. They play it back across. Gets into the corner. PHC trying to hold that box. Roach hits and pins. Dannenhauer stepped in and collected the puck. Stick forward by the Blue Sweaters, and then Roach collects. He finds his partner across ice. But the ever aggressive play of these Mid Fairfield defenders, something to watch. They step in. Now Roach has it. Oh, he had Logan leaking behind those Blue Sweaters, unable to spot him. He gets hauled down. Referee's hand goes up, and they'll call it for the trip. So we will be 4-on-4 now before ending a man-up situation for roughly 39 seconds after the 51 remaining seconds on Johnny Gerbevek's penalty expire. We will go to a 39-second condensed power play. Max Roach to take this draw with L Dog in front, Winton on the point, Dannenhauer on the weak side. Roach wins it forward, tried low, looking for support, but the numbers by the Blue Sweaters win that one, and they bring it the other way. No trip. Good effort. And now we got Winton with it. He's going to get across. Finds Max. Max chips it ahead to Pucciarello. Pucciarello in after it. Blue Sweaters will reverse and look to come back up wall. Playing above it is Roach. He picks it off. Gets back outside on his backhand. He's trying to play it in front. Knocked off his feet. Where Mid Fairfield's going to play it. And they'll collect and they'll play it out through the neutral zone. Where you got Winton. Winton collects. He puts it D to D. Dannenhauer hits Spittle. Gerbevek coming out of the box looking for that step. Good stick by the Mid Fairfield defender. Gerbevek with a second effort. He collects it. He thrives. Putniero in the slot. Fires. Oh! Blocker to side. Don't know if it caught red iron. Either way, good save by the Mid Fairfield goaltender. Good look by Johnny Gerbevek. Good release by Logan Pucciarello for a scoring opportunity there. Dannenhauer collects. He uses his own net. He gets out in the neutral zone. He's going to skate. He runs into Declan Spittle, who knocks him off his feet. Mid Fairfield will collect. They'll play it down into the PHC zone. 2 minutes left. Colton Williams letting his defense know that we are now even up as Mid Fairfield gets their attacker out of the box. That attacker comes out of the box, keeps it in. Fazio collects, plays it off the half wall to Nutsiuk, and Nutsiuk has to stop and go back for it. Spittle in the battle now. Mid Fairfield comes off the side wall with it, looking to play it to that center of the primary scoring area. It gets through. They look to play it to the top of the house. Kept in at the point. Guy that made the initial pass leaking out of the corner. Collects it and throws it in behind Colton Williams for a late strike here with 1:26 left. Blue Setters will collect. They'll throw it into the PHC zone. That's pushed in the neutral zone. Chip to side. Henry Vince collects. Gets it back out in the neutral zone. Blue Sweaters trying to step forward. Vince meets it with a stick. Ryan Bryant collects. Staying with it at the red line, but the Blue Sweaters get it in the zone. They play it back across. Roach will collect. He gets into the center. He's looking to skate, go wide with it. He's hooked a couple times. Gets into the offensive zone, gets in, pulls wide, reverses up, throws it in front for Bryant. Sticked away by the Blue Sweaters. Mid Fairfield collects and looks to move it the other way. looking for the guy in the center seam. They see it's closed off. Alertly looks for the guy coming up late, plays it to him, thrown it in the PHC zone where Nooner will collect, turn and fire it hard out into the neutral zone. Vince along and on the half wall, plays it forward, where it's then thrown in deep by the blue sweaters. Nooner blows an edge in the corner, able to recover. Roach there with the support. He gets it, loses it in front, sticked away, recovers, and this one will end 6-3 final after the first game of the day. But again, we expect to have a good day, some good hockey. We'll see you this afternoon for the second one. This one's ends 6-3. Hard fought battle. Good effort. And we will collect and see you guys again. And if you're watching it at home and are able to get down here, I highly recommend coming down to the Dunlop's Bar and Grill. They have everything you want, including some good action today at Hollydale. Thanks for joining us. Thank you.